Hello, my name is Darth Susie, and I'm talking to the voices in my head. Hi. Hello. How are you? Wrong one. There we go. Gonna stand here. Are you two the voices in my head again today?
Probably.
Can be.
Okay. It's okay. I was just sitting here listening to your crafting speak. So glad when we finally got to kill this annoyance. I know. I'm just gonna sit here and vibe with the music. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna actually continue with this. We're gonna enjoy the music. Also, hello there, Mr. Bowendeco. I accidentally rolled a dice. Ooh, it landed on 19.
Also, you're in a hazardous location.
I'm in a hazardous location?
Yes.
Well, I am at the literal end of the universe.
Yep.
So I think this is an okay hazardous location. Now, an in-room, by the way, Square Enix is like, no!
It's equally as hazardous.
We don't want to know what they do in an in-room together. We totally just read books, I promise.
Huh, and apparently the macro refuses to use Braggett's Blessing, even if it is, with quotes or without quotes. It doesn't like it if it's, auto-translated. Interesting.
Weird.
Alright, now I actually will progress with this in a second. I was just giving myself till the 10-minute timer of my stream. Because my bot decided to take a vacation.
Freaking bot.
I tried to reach the dashboard just now, and it just kept going in an endless cycle of authorize your Discord, authorize your Discord, authorize your Discord, and I'm just like, I have a feeling the bot's broken.
Probably.
Gonna have to find a new bot. How long have I been using this bot? I have been using this bot for more than a year. I have been using this bot since February of 2022. Rest in peace, Streamcord. Fishnaborg. Also, I was also giving it time for people to actually read the title of my stream before I continued because, you know, spoilers to Endwalker. I don't need people coming into my stream again and go, oh my god, why didn't you put a spoiler tag?
Because it's however many weeks old already?
Bro.
I guess you're talking, like, just literally the end of the main plot. How many months old? Year old?
A year and a half.
Yeah. No, if you are watching someone stream a game at this point...
Yeah.
I mean, even being mad at a streamer for spoiling in general, like...
Yeah, that's already silly, but...
Like, why are you watching a streamer stream a game? To watch them play the game.
I just skipped all the dialogue between the start of the fight. I didn't, because it's the best thing ever. Let's see if I can make it through this with all of, like, my blessings.
I think there's a couple of scripted ones where he does knock you down.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
You have to do something to make him at least vaguely threatening.
Vaguely threatening.
He is, if he gets a hold of you. Like, he hits hard.
That's why you don't let him do that.
Hold nothing back. Push yourself to your limit and me to mine.
The goal for any of these fights, you know, make Piccolo proud and dodge.
Oh, you should have.
Oh, I should have moved. I wouldn't be surprised. I always end up messing up.
Truly the best Heidelland's chosen can master.
I mean, that, and you should have gotten. You should have checked your mail first.
I should have checked my mail. But I would have had to have left this area and then found my way back.
Show me your vaunted fortitude.
Okay, it'll be a fun little, Follow me! Ha ha ha! Run away!
Soon you will know
You just
the
have some very
full extent
unpopular
of my
thoughts on this
power.
character in general. I feel like a lot of people do. Either people love Xenos or they hate him.
He is very polarizing. I feel like they handled him pretty well for the end here.
They did.
Mine for the taking.
He's a good, like, love to hate him villain at this point.
Yeah. And
Mine
hate to
for
love
the
him.
taking. Have you no
Like, I
rage
enjoyed
left for
smacking
me?
him around.
No rancor?
This will be like Vanath all over again, where I just struggle so hard because I'm not used to how fast the mechanics go.
Probably doesn't help that you're trying to do this as a black mage, which is one of the most stationary classes in the game.
Yeah.
A test of your reflexes. A test of your reflexes.
A test of my reflexes, huh? Ouch. My reflexes are not that great. I'm a black mage. I move 1 feet and I move a foot and I get winded. How many ways can I roast the stereotypical black mage?
You're running out of souls. Use more triple cast!
Or triple. Oh, that's right. I do have triple
Triple
cast.
cast! Use triple cast to move!
I promise. I know what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I slid into danger. Sounds about right.
Test of your reflexes.
But I am not gonna lie, I am hella
Overestimated
memeing
your
on this fight.
potential.
Kinda.
I am. If I fail, I'll leave, go get my armor, and do stuff.
Okay.
You ever seen that meme of the Disney guy smiling like 50 swords pointing against his throat? Yeah, that's me.
of your reflexes.
Me about Xenos. Listen.
Mine for the taking. Mine for the taking.
That's better than what I would have done.
Reflexes.
Stay away from me, dude. Let's see.
A test of your reflexes. Mine for the taking.
I feel like everybody likes Xenos' outfit.
There's a bunch of villains in this game that I want their coats.
Mine for the taking. Ugh. Ah, my soul. How it burns.
Yeah, like that one in Stormblood.
The one in Stormblood, the P4S vampire, or yeah, P4 vampire, Xenos.
I just want Xenos' scythe.
The inferno swelling within you.
That one in Stormblood. Yeah, there's like this evil scientist that like experiments on Cryo.
I have you.
Ouch, bitch.
Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
I have my notebook in reach. I do. Oh my god. I do have my notebook in reach. Okay.
Yes, yes. Rise once more. It
This
mustn't
music
end
is
yet.
so hype.
It is so hype. I don't even know how to get around this.
A test of your reflexes.
Run!
I have you. A test of your reflexes.
Have fun with that, Xenos. Oh, it's just something I can't avoid. That makes sense.
Show me your vaunted fortitude.
And If you got it.
I used it.
A test of your reflexes. I have you.
I keep forgetting that the stream is like 30 seconds behind what I can see.
Yep.
Mine for the taking.
Ouch. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Ethereal Ray, it's just something that I'm gonna get yeeted with. Ouchie. There we go.
Did you not wish to
Gonna
take
hit me
my
eventually.
head?
Yes, I want to take your head, dude. Well, there goes my last one.
A test of your reflexes. I have you.
What was that?
A test of your reflexes.
Audio is crackling. Is it?
Show me your
It does
vaunted
that every
fortitude.
once in a while. It's like a connection thing where it stutters.
A test of your reflexes.
I will see to that after this.
I have you.
Like you said, it's fine now. It happens occasionally.
Mine for the taking.
You need to die. There we go.
Ah!
Is there a third phase?
No, not
I
yet.
don't think so.
Not until the last of me is spent. Ah, bad!
Unless you count the fist
Now
fight.
fall. This is my moment. Our moment.
Oh, that's right. Ouch. 1, 3, 4, 5. Man hit you with a Reaper LB3, and I survived. I'm the most interesting Aura in the world. Ouch. You punched me in the midsection.
Square in the jaw.
Straight shot to the baby maker. At least I'm not a dude. Now I'm gonna have to watch a video on a Lalafell doing this.
It's kind of amusing.
It looks absurd.
It does. Anything that includes a Lalafell looks absurd.
Like, how are we supposed to take Lalafell seriously as Warriors of Light? like he's fighting a child. You, sir, are a pedophile. With your major hard-on for us.
Also, I feel like I need to turn my microphone down. I can hear it peaking.
That's probably because I probably have you too loud. Hold on.
That I should lose.
Yeah, I have you at like 150%. That should be better.
Okay.
How disappointing.
You got what you wanted, dude. Now die. No, because even if he would have succeeded in this fight, if he had won, it would still be one of the things where he would still take his own life.
But this is what he wanted.
Yeah. This is the outcome he wanted.
Yep.
Never have I understood those around me.
He got what he wanted for the second time. Jesus fucking Christ.
Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is
See, this is why I say that they handled him really well for this.
blinding.
They did. Which is why I said I don't hate him.
Yeah.
And I got to punch him in the face, so he kind of ticked off both of
Too
my
soon.
check marks here. Unlike Emmett, who I never got to punch in the face.
I mean,
What of you,
technically you did.
my mirror?
Like, not legitimately
Into this
decking him in the
world,
face, but
bestowed
you
me
did get to, like,
bid
wail
to
on
seek
him.
out
That's
strife
true.
And adventure.
Like that video about SpongeBob I sent you. With Patrick just punching his face. You can hear just chilling.
He's probably melding or doing laps around something.
Was this life a gift? Or a burden?
Emmett was a well-written and likable villain who, despite being a special circumstance we'll never experience, was reliable. Relatable. I find him quite relatable. He just wanted nothing to do with it.
Did you find fulfillment?
I mean, when you boil it down to its very basic thing, then yes, he wanted a sparring partner. But it's more like, this is what he understands friendship to be.
He just wanted a friend.
He's been so sheltered, and like his entire life has revolved around fighting. So this is like the thing that brings him joy. And you're the only one in this world strong enough to actually challenge him anymore. So
Yeah, you are literally the only one who's been able to stand up to him and not die.
When he was a
yeah,
literal god.
So when he met you, he's like, "Oh God, is this what friendship is?"
Are we besties now? It's okay, we just didn't get to the hair braiding, gossiping at a sleepover stage. It's fine. We went straight to murder.
Different relationships, different goals.
Must tend to. Open your. Please.
Someone, and... Please. You can't leave us! Not like this! If you do, I'll never forgive you!
You'll never forgive us for anything,
Open
Alize.
your eyes and get up!
Are you...
You can get the music that plays here in
Are
the
you
game,
with
by the
us?
way. I'm pretty sure you can get 90% of the music in the game, can't you?
Oh,
I'm actually not aware of any
Thank
music that
the
is explicitly
heavens.
cannot be gotten.
for a moment we thought...
I'm not gonna swear that you can't get everything, but
I have an orchestrion. I'm gonna get all of this music, and it's just gonna play on repeat in my room.
Yes, you're alive. You're alive.
I gotta start doing Fates and Ultima Thule so I can
You-
get that music roll.
How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
so let me know when you want to do that, because I'll join you.
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
Okay, Dad Crid. Mom
We
Stola.
tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is
Uncle
the pain?
Urianger.
That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this! When Meteon appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came! And when you finally deigned
You mean
to
what
appear,
we've done the
you're within
entire
an hour
story
of
through
your
the
life.
expansion when you were all like, well, we can't get help, can't help you with this one, and then leave.
Damn you for making us worry!
I mean, they kind of figured it out, like, in the middle of Shadowbringers. They aren't mad, just disappointed they didn't get the hit on Xenos. Oh, I definitely hit it on Xenos.
Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health.
Thornir.
And we mean to get you
Oh,
back
hi there,
that way.
Thor.
As
What's
for
up?
your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope
Okay.
you're ready.
Totally not Thor. Thornir.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
No, thank you. I think I'm gonna take a nap. The slight remix of The Seventh Son, which plays at the end of the 2.0 end sequence. Really? That I
We're
did
home,
not
my
know.
friend. We're home.
quite enjoy this music. Nanamo! You get it as an achievement reward for collecting 100 orchestrion rolls, so you definitely already have it. I'll have to check how many orchestrion rolls I have. Vitra. I've seen most of these. I've seen the ones I've wanted to see. Haha. The black screen of wonder. Oh look, hey, there's the hour ping to Omega. Let's see. Inks. Let's see. Thought I saw somebody's name as Master of the Universe.
Dearest mother.
Femra is small. I am very
Dearest
small.
Father.
I am definitely the smallest of the Raws. Pretty sure I can leave this real quick and find a Moogle. I can. Also, as for the audio crackling, I am 105% certain it's because of something specific. Studio mode. And game audio, Spotify. Settings. There we go. It was set to the Steel Series stuff. That should fix any crackling I have. And if it is still getting crackling, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, hey, look, a blue quest. I'm no longer in a hazardous location.
Oh.
Let's see. Delivery. Second. Let's see. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you, Ven.
Yes. Now you can wear it.
Now I can wear it and be... and have no issues progressing through Panda.
Yep. Can meld it if you want to. I have some materia. But that's up to you.
Oh, hi, friendo.
Hi.
I've got another friendo here. I want to see what the
Oh.
full set looks like unglamored.
Looks pretty basic.
Why won't it let me do the thing? Should have the emote. There it is. There you go. It's fine. I'll just put on my cute one again. There we go. I get to look cute. He's my friend. Class are you on? Oh, you're on Dancer. I was like, what are you wearing? Okay, I will have to say, I like the cat's play dead a lot. With them just curling up.
Curl up in the fetal position.
Curl up in the fetal position and die. I forget how cute your cat girl is. That is a pretty cool hat. You also have the hat. Oh, look, we got another one. It's just a more donut party. Are you giving me another egg? I swear to God. It's a party, it seems. So is the max item level right now 640? Or is the new raid tier 650?
That I don't know. Because I haven't checked the stuff that you can buy.
With raid armor and the raid weapon, it's higher. Okay. Still.
Still, once you meld what you have, you'll be fine through at least the first couple of the new pandas.
Okay. Because let's see what I got in my inventory right now. 4 materia. A bunch of everything. Whatever I've gotten from the second half of the story.
Got any spell speed? Black mages love spell speed.
Also, someone said that my character was the only hot femme row they've ever seen. I will agree, especially with the modded photos you sent me. You do look pretty good. You don't see a lot of femme rows out like this. What is it? Elizin and femme rows you don't really see a whole lot of?
Femrose, I think, are rare, because rows are rare in general.
I got quick tongue materia, spell speed plus 24 for item level 420. It's great. Can you do that again? I didn't look. I was reading something.
It's the pure drama of that Play Dead emote.
See, I have a cool macro for mine. And then I have this one. I still have an old macro for hunts. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Okay, that's a pretty cool macro.
Summoned a bunch of people.
I shall return. I shall return to my people. Oh, that's a nice little griffin.
The true griffin.
Yeah. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 7 spell speeds. 7, 8, 9 spell speed materia. That's a scary kitty. Gotta work on getting that revive achievement. Oh, you want the revive achievement? Oh wait, I'm on the wrong character. I can't do it. Dark mount? Dark Knight mount? You get a mount as a Dark Knight?
All the tanks get mounts.
I didn't know that. It's I tell myself that every day. Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Paladin one is really ugly though. Let's see if I can find it.
Oh god.
Urgle.
Which one was the saber tooth?
Gunbreaker.
Then what's the warrior?
A bear.
A bear? That makes sense.
Warrior gets a burr. Burr.
I like the way that you sit on top of it, though. It's fine. I have balloons. I like my balloons. Let me go finish this quest so I can start unlocking Panda.
Sounds good. I'm eating dinner, so I'm muted.
Okay. Want to see my BBC? No, thank you. This mount needs to be deleted from the mentor reward and I will die on that hill. I quite enjoy Ven's Pegasus. It has Ubered me many places. It needs to be removed. Never. You have to earn that mount. You have to be a competent mentor and not just do the roulette and not say a thing. People who are mount collectors join the mentor program, which is why there are also so many toxic mentors. Yeah, I've met quite a few. The two voices in my head today are not one of those toxic mentors. Wataru. Ba-na-na-na-na. But now I get Argus. So I get Footfalls and I get Flow. I'm gonna have to listen and remember which one's Flow. And then we have the panda raids that show up. And then I can also unlock Criterion. And then I spawn right in the middle of a chocobo I would die to have. Oh, hey, look, blue quests. What are other blue quests? Sing me another song. Oh, yeah, that's the Savage quest I need to grab. It's my big black chocobo. Listen here. It sounds like he tripped over a bunch of books. Absolutely fascinating! There's just a Lalafell guard in the background waving. He probably did. Yeah, knowing him, he probably did, yeah. Being me. The second coil of Bahamut Savage unlocked. That character's lore is actually pretty interesting. It's new content for me, so I will actually pay attention. But my map has probably exploded with nothing but blue quests in other areas. So it's more so a flip of the coin of what to do first. We can go through... Let's see. We can grab some level 90 dungeons to unlock the expert roulette. We can go through what little of the story I went through on Avalon, so that way I can get back on track. Don't want the role quest.
that's gonna be up to you.
I know.
What do you feel like doing before we go meet Krun?
Let's see. Belcourt of Troya. I think that's where I stopped, is when we met Zero. So that would be my go point. Everything else. There's just so much to do.
Yeah.
I feel like grabbing the level 90 dungeons and then getting to where I was in the story would probably be the best way to go.
Sure.
Because then I can unlock the expert roulette.
Have you also unlocked the alliance raids only?
I have not, but I can't do the alliance raids until after I do the first dungeon in post-story, which is at Alsdal's Legacy.
Sure.
Because it's after a brother's grief that I can actually go back to Kryl and grab the request. So I guess that kind of makes up my mind for me so I can get the alliance raids.
Mm-hmm.
So, dungeon. You are the island. I will not do you right away. I will grab my island, yes, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I have literally nothing planned for the day. Besides going to a store with my aunt. Crystal from Beyond. This starts Panda. And then I've got 3 blue quests on here. Where no
blue quests everywhere.
I do. But Charlian's the good place to start with all this.
At least for endwalker content, it is.
Yeah. Charlian, and then... Where else am I thinking? Jamming Way!
I think Best Ways probably has a few for you as well.
Yeah, because I finished all of the Blue Quest storyline in... with Dreaming Way already.
Alright. Yeah, I saw Dreaming Way standing there. He probably wants you to be on a crafter.
You give me the rest of my hunts. Ba, ba, ba. And then one more.
I think Osmond there has your Criterion dungeon.
I've already started the Criterion one. Isn't that Delve into the Myth? Over there by the Crystal Towers?
No. That's, Eureka... whatever the new, deep dungeon is.
Oh. I thought that was Criterion.
Nope, that's something else.
That cat girl you were talking to is actually possessed by the soul of someone called Noah. Ko retains control of her body, though Noah often takes the body out for nights of debauchery. Listen. I've already been through this cutscene. Partnership between the Adventurers Guild and the Gleaners Guild ship are now able to accept an odd job from Shallow Moor at the Peristyle. The key to the past.
Yep.
Momodi. Sure. Again, that blue quest. Oh, the minstrel. Come here, minstrel. Giving me my extremes.
I need to tell you about stuff.
Tell me about the story. I have stories to tell you.
Yes. You tell him about stories and then he sings you a song.
He's wearing the Reaper gear.
Yep. Yoshi P cosplay.
Yoshi P, give me those extremes. Listen. Zodiarc's Fall is now accessible.
Hoot. You should have
all three of them.
Several of them for you, yeah.
Heidelin. I still want to do the Mother Crystal. God, I want to do the Crystal. That may or may not be my debauchery tomorrow night.
Mother Crystal.
The Mother Crystal. Oh, you have so many other things to unlock, Zeusy. No. I have to go beat up Heidelin for the second time. Or Endsinger. I'm really excited for those two extremes.
I would definitely do Heidelin and Zodiac before Endsinger. Endsinger is pure chaos.
Okay. I still need to finish up all my Shadowbringer ones.
Yeah.
Because all I have left now are Ruby Weapon, Emerald Weapon, and... No, that should be it, actually. I don't have them marked on this one.
Ruby and Emerald
Varus.
Extreme, right? Oh yeah, Varus.
Endsinger Extreme is in fact Chaos. Have you met me? I am Chaos. I have a boom boom stick. I do want to check Mare. Where are you? Bestway Burrows, just to see if I have any blue quests. So I want to unlock the Rave, man.
Dreaming Way is going to be the Rave.
Ah, what are you?
So you need crafters for that.
I do. Sag.
Yep. The Rave is crafters only. Because nobody parties like an alchemist.
What is it? It would be right here, wouldn't it? That I can't get to.
It's actually, do you see that little tiny pin in the little offshoot off the central octagon?
It would be over here.
Up on the upper floor, yes.
Without context, this dude just dancing here is amazing. He's got a mimic? Dude's got a mimic.
Not a mimic, it's a treasure box.
Oh, I should have gone to unlock that dungeon first. It's fine, I can go back. Who is messaging me? I got you a Dr. Pepper as a love language.
That's cute.
Yeah, I was going through my packing list and my aunt, She looks over and she goes, "You're missing something." I was like, "What?" Dr. Pepper is like, "I can't put that on my carry-on. I will get that in Maryland, trust me. It is on the list." I think I have the orchestrion in my inventory. I think it's on one of my retainers. Somehow I managed to close the browser and I have no idea what I did. Control F5?
Alt F4.
Alt F4, thank you. Orchestrion. I'll put it down in my room. I love that they had this music in the Dancer questline. I know, right? I don't know where to put the orchestrion, actually.
You can put it in your room.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, where in my room? Maybe right there.
It's a giant jukebox. Just plop it down.
Edit playlist. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Have any orchestrion rolls for trials? Then again, I don't remember doing a lot of the things. I think I gave all of my orchestrion rolls to other people in my group when I played with my previous Final Fantasy group. So it's like, I'll never have any use for these.
Give me a second. Hey.
Bubba? Ooh, I already have the warrants.
And sell it.
I can Oh, more! How many of these do you have?
All of them.
Do you really? Oh. Okay. End of the unknown. All of them. That's so many of them. Just all of the sparkles around me.
Yes.
How many do you have? Yes. Them. B. See what we got here. Nice. I love me some good old Nier raid music. The raid music from Nier was awesome. Ooh, I like that one. Is this an alt? That is a long story. A short answer, no. The long answer, yes. Hi, Isaac. I want you to play. How does it play?
You select, bring up the menu on one of the songs and select play all.
Nice. So, Leliana was my very first Final Fantasy character. Then shit happened. I rushed through the story and realized I got nothing from it. So I restarted on another character where I went through the entire story without skipping anything. And then went back to Leliana because she has way too much lore now.
All
But
of the lore.
I have all of the lore. Oh, so how current are you in terms of having seen the post 6.0 patches? On Avalon, before I decided to go through Endwalker and Leliana, I got to 6.2. I've only met 0, but I've gone no further than that.
Red physics.
Bread physics. I don't think I've gotten the bread physics yet, have I?
You haven't?
That's where I am in the story. I have not seen bread physics yet.
I think that was 6.2 that bread physics happened. So she's still in 6.1.
Yeah. I've gotten up to P9, so I know the majority of the story for Panda up until P9. Loud, sloppy, Ashtola, Aether slurping sounds. And I've gotten to the... I think I unlocked the second Alliance raid, but I didn't do it. I'm on Leliana 90% of the time anyway for raid nights, so I'd rather just have her caught up on everything. And I can leisurely do stuff on Avalon now. Originally, she was supposed to go to the Shadow Realm. Hydrate or dihydrate. Let's see what I have that I don't have to hydrate with. We've got actual water, or we've got the Flask of Secrets.
The Flask of Secrets sounds alcoholic. Drink the water.
You're not wrong, I am drinking actual water. I'll save the Flask of Secrets when we go to the beach, if we go to the beach, Isaac. It is a flask that I secretly hide under my desk for reasons. And how about this, Isaac? I'll let you buy the tequila. As long as it's not Don Julio. God, I hate Don Julio. But you also know my rule. It can't be anything cheaper than 1800. You try to feed me Jose Cuervo on purpose and you're gonna get throat punched. Now Terramana Rasposado is so good. I still really like your Black Mage Glam.
Thanks. I am enjoying it. Finally found a use for the Eerie hat. It's really hard to design around.
Oh yeah, I have the Eerie hat on. Because I have the Witch set. Because I've got my Witch set.
The Witch hat and the Eerie hat are two different hats.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. This is my Witch cosplay.
Yep. The Eerie set was from the first Halloween thing in like 2014.
Oh. Put you back on. Because I think this is my favorite glam so far.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What are we doing now? Are we just waiting?
I am gonna run to... I'm gonna go to Jamming Wave first and Aporia. Man, hearing this just brings me back to the memory of seeing that Shadowbringers opening for the first time. I watched those at the behest of Ben, and I will have to say it was a pretty awesome, like, opening.
Yeah, you have to put that into perspective of that's what they teased us with. And it's like we're seeing these trailers and we're like, oh my god, Endwalker's gonna be so fucking hype. And then it
Shadowbringer and
comes out,
Endwalker.
and then it comes out, and the servers can't handle it.
I remember we accidentally disconnected one time while we were going through Heaven's Word, and one person in our party disconnected, and we had to wait 3 hours for them to get logged back in.
Oh yeah.
Like, I worked 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I would have to log in at like noon in order to play after I got off of work at like 5 p.m.
Yeah, it was rough.
And if I somehow got logged into the game beforehand, I had to make sure that I pressed my space bar like every 10 minutes.
What I used to do is if you're interacting with an NPC that has a menu, like a shopkeeper,
Mhm.
it can't put you in AFK.
Watching
That's
that
actually
jutting out of the ground and the sudden wave of darkness and the silhouette against the background was just, oh my god. I have a feeling that at FanFest this year they're going to tease 7.0. They're not going to give us like a release date or anything, but they're going to tease it.
They're gonna tease something, but I think I heard that they were gonna take a slower pace with the next expansion.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Alright, jamming away. Let me get your dungeon unlocked.
I think this is... Oh, that's what this dungeon is. Yeah. I played Dark Knight when it came out.
I would change into my Dark Knight, but the moment I do, everything in this area is gonna murk me. The Stigma Dreamscape is now accessible.
Would you like to run it?
Would it take us more than 15 minutes?
It shouldn't.
You can.
You might have been summoned.
Oh.
We can try to invite in.
Why did you all change your names to just the first letter and ... Because you're not the only one who's done that. Kind of funny. Horns clipped through damn near everything and I hated it. C4 said he joined.
Did you try inviting Yukin?
Did. Come on, mouse. Wake up. Guess not. Rune! He did the flare, but he won't join. You hear crew. I got my way. Though we probably should switch to the chat with crew.
Probably should, yeah.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello. And then things happen. I made a giant
my
muscle.
spaghetti.
Too bad.
Why
We're
is
gonna-
it taking you this long to eat dinner?
It's only 7.
It's 9.
It's
only 7.
9 o'clock at night.
No.
Why are
7.
you eating so late?
It is 7. It is.
And
exactly
contenders
7.
come ready to fry.
Lies.
First thing I've eaten today, and then I get summoned, I guess.
Too bad. You always summon us. I think I deserve a summoning from time to time.
No. That's how this works. That's how any of this works. Yeah.
Exactly how this works, and you know it.
Nope. Man. Kill me for saying I'm dying. Look at all that health
Oh, I didn't
lost.
even realize you switched to Reaper, Ven.
Gotta change it up from time to time or I get bored.
That's fair.
So Chaos 1, Chaos 2, you doing the thing today?
I suppose.
No, I'm taking damage. I guess I should use these.
Poor Forseti, man.
What? At level 90, Paladin's basically more like a warrior.
Meh.
I said basically. There's still situations.
Meh.
That's even without accounting for clemency.
Meh. Meh.
I can't count for those
Started playing Dark
terrible
Knight
people
again a
that
few
somehow
days ago, and
died
damned, I
with
forgot how
plastic
accurate
wounds,
random
okay?
bullshit go. Listen. I'm still working on my opener. It is a work in progress.
But is the progress working?
I think it is. I didn't die during the End Singer.
That's good. Here, take a shield. That was a weird spot to jump to.
Nowhere else to move.
Oh, look, a missile.
Wow.
Wow.
Hope I
Wow.
was good. Touch it.
Hey. Get back here. Why are you like this? Who
Arm's
hurt
length,
you?
aka I choose not to participate in this mechanic button.
Exactly. I hit the button. I don't have to deal with mechanics. I'm gonna take the mechanic over here and shoot her in the head for you guys. I can't. You guys didn't really want to snack.
I don't know what I do with the missile, but okay.
You make sure it doesn't touch you.
Yeah, run away.
It's about right.
Fine, I'm just ranged attack over here. It's fine.
There's space on the left.
Fuck you.
What? There's space. There wasn't much space, but there's space. Gosh dang it.
Pretend the missile is your life problems and you just run away from it. I mean, I do that every day. I was productive for like 5 minutes today, and then I got ice cream as a reward.
That's kind of how my day. I went through my toolbox and picked out all of the random nails and screws and got that all ordered and stuff, and then I sat down at my computer and have accomplished nothing else.
I do find it funny how it heals throughout the leveling cycle. As soon as they get to 90, they're like, right, okay, our burst rotation is now just gonna heal every single attack, okay. Zoom, 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 zoom. I know when you can't see the ground because there's so many enemies around you. Yeah.
Rookie numbers.
I know it's no, Mount Gold pull or anything, but to be fair,
Amateur.
Hey, those Dota invaders have 3 units per unit. Okay.
I said amateur.
Rude. Just rude. Oh yeah, I should probably use DCD here.
Ooh, I get the balance. I'm happy, Reaper. Delicious.
I'm not.
I didn't make it. Oh well. I was busy being greedy with my not my heals, my spirits.
Dang it.
I'm gonna get hit again. Fine.
Hello, stranger.
Who's the stranger?
Hey.
You
Hi,
can.
friendo. We tried to invite you to the dungeon.
It's fine. I got a phone call, so I was on that for a while.
2 fun
I
badges.
assumed
I had 3, thank you very much.
I assumed you had gotten summoned.
Wow, so I wasn't even first tier.
I don't remember if it was this one or the other one that you can like to doing.
It was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He likes doing
Smileton?
Yeah, Smileton. Looks like Lei has a friend.
Bring him. Hello, Stack. Meet new friend. Meet sword.
So I take it you're now clearing out the early post-game dungeons?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun.
Robots.
My goal is to unlock Expert Roulette as fast as possible so that I have tome scumming abilities.
Well,
Fair
this will be part of unlocking the 90 roulette.
Yeah. The
Yeah, funny
MC
enough,
Escher.
if all you want the expert roulette, all you need to do is plow through the main story.
Yep.
Yeah, I know exactly the name of the quest that my cutscene what scene party will officially end.
We're dragon.
Thank you.
That was actually a good one.
I still don't fully know the mechanics for all these dungeons.
Omegas are side swipes, and dragons are tonals. And we're gonna get a forced march.
Not
Oh,
yet.
you're on the boss.
Yep, the last boss.
Well, forced march is the second.
It's after this. they go through a teaching phase where they show you what everything does.
I could have
And then-
sworn I remember a forced march in this part.
And then they layer mechanics.
Hey, don't worry, he will force you to march.
Yep.
Give me the
They sh-
march.
They've got to show you what the mechanics do first.
I know what they are, and I want my uptime though.
No. No time.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in death then. Meanwhile, Forsetta getting ready to heal Van as the new tank.
I can tank for a little while.
Yeah, you can.
I have a little bit of healing. Not a lot. But yeah.
It's such a slow death roll though. Mind hack. Really? You gotta get this. Yay!
The classic movement enabled so I can just walk backwards and be safe from forward march. My thought process was, I'll go far away in case I walk into an AoE.
This boss doesn't usually have a lot of AoEs other than what he telegraphs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you
So
lead back.
then.
Hmm?
There you go. Well, the people here are in their raid anyway.
Except for Seti, apparently.
Omega. So need Elvan, Ink.
Would you like to join us for Omegle?
I'm good.
Okay.
Which one are you guys on anyway?
Midgard.
Yeah, Midgard, is it? Yeah. We cleared Kefka, so it's the next one.
Okay.
Combined
So
with
that-
Hell's Ingress and Egress, it's just too good for cheesing mechanics. Oh, I know. Once I made it through the end of Endwalker as a Reaper, and part of P1.
Oh no. Is it world? Yeah.
Let's see. I have unlocked the cafe at the end of the universe, which I can't do yet because I don't have crafters.
That one's a gatherer.
Oh, okay. I don't have gatherers.
Omicrons are gathering. The bunnies are crafters.
Okay. Let's go to Building Way then. Get that one unlocked, and then after raid night, we can run one of Yukin's favorite
We can
dungeons.
grab Yukin. Yep.
I can't hear you over my macro cosmos.
It's your worst.
Listen, I like Astro. Outside of Sage, I think it's one of my favorite healers. I just need to get
Astro's
better as
fine.
Astro.
Astro itself is fine. In the hands of someone that knows how to Astro, it's fine.
It's cringe.
I only halfway
It
know
still
how to
won't stop me
Astro.
from calling it Astro Lulz.
Astrologian.
That's the Astro Lulgian.
Listen, when I was doing Astro and Leliana for the earlier Omegas, every time I would throw a card at somebody, I would yell, eat my card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then we all went on diet.
Yeah.
Mild
Because Black Mage.
Because Black Mage. Not only did you go on a diet, you lost your white mage and your sage.
Yep. Scholar, but yes.
Elvan and...
Oh, I was talking about my main healers.
Oh.
Because Scholar is the... Astrologian is the only one that's not at level 80. You know, I do have my Dark Knight at level 64, but I'm kind of feeling Warrior, so I might just level up, Warrior to level 80 instead.
Yeah.
Boonga boonga.
Oh,
Just repeat after me. I would like to rage.
No. We're not a Pathfinder barbarian. What are you talking about?
Rage.
Rage. Your Matrix looking glam.
Mm.
I am going to run to the bathroom. I will be right back. Although I'll leave you all unmuted so you can entertain my stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's that? We're being let off the chain?
Alright, so while she's gone, we're gonna talk about everything that's like racist, sexist, and like just terrible, okay? Let's go.
I mean,
You first.
Yeah, you first.
Wow.
I'm just gonna slide that soapbox on over to you.
Let's talk about being off the chain, but still in the doghouse.
Off the chain in his house,
Something.
I guess. Slurp.
It's good spaghetti.
Oh, okay. Can be good spaghetti, but I had bologna for dinner.
We're riveting, aren't we?
I was just thinking, aren't we supposed to be entertaining?
I'm busy stuffing my face. What's your guys' excuse?
I'm not entertaining.
What do
I am a
look like?
boring old man. What do you want?
What do I look like? A bard?
So Yukin, this is where you start just telling the stream all those like fascinating things you know.
Is this where we start talking about Pathfinder?
No, not today.
No?
I've already
Okay.
done way too much of that today.
Oh, okay. Was this your game store day?
No, it's just been a day.
Hmm.
And you know it's been a day if I'm not wanting to talk about it.
Yeah, it makes me curious what you've been doing, but I'm not gonna ask.
Trying to recall far too much without even a book in front of me.
Oof.
And a lot of guesswork. And a lot of indecisive players.
Hmm.
You see a door. Oh, we just spent 10 minutes discussing if we should open it or not. You? I swear to God.
See,
I
this
mean,
is why
that
the last
happened.
time this is why one of the last characters made is like, oh, you're gonna spend 10 minutes in front of the door debating what to do with the door? Cool, I jump out the window. None of that. None
open-
of that. I jump
and
out the
o-
one window, I jump into the window in the next room. We are done with this discussion.
We're opening the goddamn door.
Surprise! Door mimic! Ah!
Oh, those are always fun. Even better than the carpet ones.
The rug one that I sent at you last night.
Mm-hmm.
That's just mean.
You guys are too cautious for that anymore, though.
Hey, I'm back. What did I miss?
Given that was literally one of my favorite traps to sick on the players, just it's the elaborate treasure room. It's just piles upon piles of gold and boxes of gems and jewels and magic weapons or whatever. And
Come back
what do
and
they
you're
do? They
missing.
walk right into it, and they just right into the mimic. It's just the ornate rug on the floor.
Wait, how does that work?
It's like
Oh my
I
god,
send
it's the blue
one...
elephant!
Yep, it's like I send one mimic after you guys, and then everything's a mimic.
See, this is why when I can, I'm just gonna get a can of like pepper spray, and every time you go to a door, enter a room, just start spraying everywhere. Okay.
Hey, then.
Not what?
Where's the best place to get materia?
Materia
Pulling it out
vendor?
of materia vendor, pulling it out of your gear. Scripts. You can get it from. You can get crafting and gathering materia from the island.
Okay.
But there's a handful of places. Nothing particularly fast unless you actually like get the spirit bonding potions, or we put up the spirit bonding thing for the FC.
Or both.
Should I use both of my slots on my weapon for skill speed?
If you want skill speed, yes.
Spell speed.
Oh, spells. Oh,
Spell
that's right. Yeah,
speed.
you're a black mage. Yes, don't do skill speed. Do spell speed.
Spell speed. You have no use for skill speed. That's for melees.
That's for me. Well, yeah, I meant spell speed. I'm learning about materia. Ote.
Spell speed.
Oh. How much spell speed do you have, and how much do you like? What's your goal with it?
If you go on the balance, it'll give you a handful of different builds for melee or for melding. There's you're either gonna be a spell speed build, in which case you need all of it, or you want a crit build.
Which is half spell speed, half crit.
It's mostly crit, but yes.
Crit everywhere you can, spell speed everywhere you can't.
Yep.
Oh.
And do I need to go off of like the base item level of my materia? Or does that matter?
The big ones are gonna be the first two slots, or the slots that you get on the weapon, and then you can do one more after that. But then after the first advanced melding slot, you have to use the smaller ones.
Basically, you're going to use 10s everywhere you for the first 3 slots, and then 9s everywhere else. If you're really looking for max stats.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 slots if it has 2 to begin with.
Okay,
2
fair.
if it only
First
has
3
1.
for so for the accessories, it's 2 and then 2 10s and 3 9s. Otherwise, it's 3 10s and 2 9s.
Because I have 2 on my Diatochos rod.
Yep.
I totally know Roman numerals. Let's see.
I go by what they look like. 10 is X.
Well, tell me.
What are we?
I was showing you the one
trading?
because you will be able to tell me what it is.
Oh, it's a 9.
Okay.
Also, that's skill speed. You don't want that.
Oh, wrong one.
You want quick tongue. Yes.
Yes, no quick arm for you. Only quick tongue.
That's an 8.
Okay.
I mean, you can use that one, but here.
Actually, if you need some, hold on a second. I'll get you some quick tongue materia. I'm sure I have a stockpile.
I have a few too.
Yeah, it's also
pretty well known because of
I need to. Hi, Spartan. What's up? Are you joining us in Omega tonight, or are you just lurking in the stream? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hi. Oh, that is a lot. What the?
You're gonna need a lot if you're gonna be overmelding.
Overmelding.
So those first 2 slots, those are guaranteed to work. Everything else is not.
some of them. Some of the.
And those odds go down really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big stack, right?
Let's see.
Here, you need the crit as well. How much crit do I have?
Do we need a tank? Yes, I'm pretty sure we do need a tank, don't we, Kroon?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need a tank, Spartan.
Here.
Usual
Crit
quote is currently in Hungary.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright.
See. Let's see.
Hello there.
Do I have to unequip it?
No. Just select me like you do for repairs, but request meld instead.
Okay. Because I don't see my weapon in my thing.
Oh, I see people online.
You're wearing it.
Let's... Equipped. Thank you. So, confirm available materia enhancements. Correct?
So that's just so you can look at what you can do.
Yeah.
Come on, Ink. Log in.
Let me clean up my inventory so I can see everything real quick.
I was gonna say, just...
There.
It's just like if you're requesting a repair from me.
Yeah.
It's just meld instead.
Yes. Which is one of the things that I really like.
Let's see. Just putting away materia I didn't need so I can select them easily. Because I have not learned proper inventory management yet. I'll get to hopping on then.
Wow.
Right.
Hello there.
Switch to Dragoon.
Dragoon.
Are you gonna be a Dragoon tonight?
I can goon tonight. Since we have, like, 0 melee.
No melee. Okay. Equipped that. And we want to do...
So do you really need a melee?
Are you gonna ninja for us?
Oh heavens, no.
Oh. Blue mage melee?
But ninja is cool.
If I'm doing it, I'd do it beyond blue mage. I'm not feeling up to rating today, though.
That's fine.
So we want to do the Quick Tongue Materia X, I'm guessing? Let's see.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you money for every one you do. Haha.
Okay.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Your rod can't take any spell speed.
Oh.
So use the crit instead.
Which is the Savage Aim 10, right?
Yep. Those are the red ones that I gave you. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
I like how you all are so patient with me on this. And I'm gonna do another one.
Okay.
As I live and breathe, Atticus is not doing Titania tonight. Quick
Holy
question, which
shit.
Omega are we doing? We are doing Midgard,
9.
so 9.
Yeah, we're doing 9. Yep.
Oh,
Chaos.
All the materia.
Yep.
Hooray! 2 inventory slots back for me.
Thank you, Yukin. Okay.
Joke's on you. They're yours now.
I'm definitely here to help, not just to get rid of crap and here.
Okay, that takes care of the weapon.
I mean, as always, I'll take whatever material you don't want, you can.
Like, I know you'll take everything. It was just a prime opportunity to dump a bunch of spell speed that I'm never going to use. Let's be real here.
Do you just give them a supply every time?
So, slight issue. Oh no. I didn't realize that Spartan was Atticus.
Oh.
No, Spartan's not Atticus.
Oh?
I just got a message from Spartan.
Guessing we need a... I'm not.
Yeah, we need a healer now, yeah.
We need a healer now.
He might leave because he likes doing... Yeah, he left. Okay.
Yeah, so we still have a tank slot, Spartan. So then going down, it would just be going from the armor pieces.
Yeah, we are currently in the party finder stuff if you want to join that way. Alpha Escape 1.
So I'm maxed out on spell speed, it looks like, so I would have to do critical hit for my hat, it looks like.
Okay.
I'm reading that correctly. Ah. I believe I'm in the right party. I'm pretty sure you are as well. If you see a chaotic black mage and a reaper, you're in the right party.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down very much. That's all of them.
Okay. Then... more.
So we just need a healer now. If only Forseti would join us.
Ooh. This one doesn't have any spell speed
You're
on it.
having a terrible day, Brogan.
Second?
In my hubris, I named my character
You're having a fun time frogging, I guess, no?
from Iliad.
Yeah, they're trying to do P9S.
Yep.
They don't understand P9S. They
Yeah,
have admitted to not
the
understanding
numbers.
P9S.
It was the number part, right? 11 spec.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got P9S in 30 minutes. Quit. You need... both, it looks like.
I do spell speed if you want to go for spell speed. It's gonna boost your thunder kicks.
Okay.
As well as make you cast faster. Slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Yep.
But every second counts.
Fraction of a second, but yeah. It's because Black Mage cast times are so long.
Yes, we are doing Alpha Escape 1. Who is pinging me on Discord? I am... oh, okay, never mind. I know who they are. That is a stream notification. Which I forgot we're rating tonight, so I didn't have Spotify up and ready to go. Bottoms need spell speed. I'm learning! You can't see it, but I have my thumb up because I removed my camera from my setup. Ink, but it's kink. Co-healing for P9S. You're welcome to join the voice chat, Spartan. We don't bite.
Unless asked.
Unless asked.
Hot.
Hot.
Hello there.
That's an Elven. Oh, and a Spartan.
And a Spartan.
And a Spartan.
So, I'm going to ask again because I completely misheard the first time. We're doing a 1S, right? Or Alphascape 1. 09.
So
okay, 09.
Yeah, Alphascape is 9, 10, 11, and 12.
So this one isn't going to be fully effective, so you'd probably be better off using a crit.
I think the crit is maxed on that one too.
The fun thing about Chaos is that it's both super simple while also being complex at the same exact time. You gotta love it. Are we really taking this long just for one healer?
Well, remember last night it took us forever to find a DPS.
I blame Panda.
Well, guess what, Kroon? I get to unlock Panda. So that one is, I'm gonna guess, Determination.
Direct hit.
Direct hit, so...
Black Mage doesn't have any healing.
That one was the Savage Might you just gave me, right? Heaven's Eye. Yep. There it is. Determination is healing?
It's damage and healing. So...
Okay.
Which is why Red Mage likes Determination so much, because it boosts everything.
I mean, realistically, everyone likes Determination because it just makes the stuff you do better.
Yep.
Brings up your floor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to heal or do you want to stay as a DPS, though, Alston? Because honestly, I truly believe that roster prog gets first pick on spots.
It does.
Okay. Critical hit, so spell speed.
Something tells me the potato fell asleep again.
Probably.
It's either that or he's in P9. Remember, he was in P9 last Thursday.
No, impossible. Impossible.
What?
Potato Don and all of his potatolings.
I will do the boom booms. Let's see. That one will also be direct hit. Also, thank you again, Ven, for the armor.
I sense upgraded armor of 640 quality.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Meanings I can prog all of Panda without issue.
Toot toot.
Rising item level.
Big item level.
You want your
Can't
materia
let me
back?
use it.
Sure.
And I'll give you whatever other materia I have.
Sounds good. I am a materia dragon.
Because it doesn't really make full sense to me either way. I'm still learning.
Okay.
Alright, once I get my
'Cause-
crafters up, I can start extracting materia.
I was gonna say, once it, since it's crafted gear, you can actually over meld, which is why you'll hear people say you're pentamelding.
Oh.
You can put up to 5 into crafted gear, but the chances of it adhering go down significantly.
Ah.
Is that all the materia you had then?
I had some more in my retainer.
Oh, okay.
I've got bunches. Because it's all just my horde from MSQ.
Just a question. Have they added the AoE indicators yet, or is this still... Are they still not there?
AoE indicators.
It means with the donuts, probably.
Aye. Area effect indicators, so the circles whenever you're on normal.
Normal, yes. This is savage.
So it's not there.
Correct.
You simply
Okay.
know. Right?
Do we need to do normal to brush everyone up on on how the AoEs are shaped?
No, I'm watching it now, and I'm going to watch it about 2 or 3 times just so I can get my head around it again.
I normally do well if we go through normal once or twice to understand mechanics, because I have not touched 09 since I did it for the first time.
I
To be
mean,
fair,
even
that's
normal...
the same for me. I'm just, as I said, I'll be watching this about 3 or 4 times just for a guide, 3 or 4 times just for knowledge.
I still have some more. I didn't realize that I had another page.
Okay. I was gonna say, even normal doesn't really show you the AoEs for very long.
No.
It more just flashes them up on screen long enough for you to realize that, oh, I'm screwed now.
Yep. Yay, healer!
Yay, healer?
Hey.
Healer!
Hello there.
Hello there. Who? Oh, Sylvie-chan. Thank you so much for the follow. I believe that's all of it. Hello, hope you enjoy Omega. I have done all of the Omegas with this group except for 04S. I was not on the clear team with you guys for that one.
But you did prog it.
I progged it, I didn't clear it. Do I have enough purple carrot juice? I do. I'm running low though, I'm gonna have to go get more. Though purple carrot juice has skill speed and not spell speed, but it's fine. Purple carrot juice. It is a fun set of fights. I will have to say, Kefka, once I switched over to carrot pudding, carrot pudding. We're gonna share carrot pudding now.
Yep. It's decent DPS food. It's last year's DPS food, but whatever.
It's not like you're doing Panda.
Oh, it's Chaos, not Midgard.
That's
Isn't
what I
that
said. Okay.
I continue to forget that Chaos exists.
Poor Chaos.
How could you? You're hurting his feelings.
Everyone was saying we're doing Midgard today, and I was like, okay, Midgard is P9, I guess. But wait, Omega is after that. What is? There's only 3 then.
I'm gonna make you guys wait out my cutscene.
You're not the only one there. You're not the only one.
There's 3, I think.
Yes, there's only 3 fights in this tier.
Alright, we're switching over to EDM stream. Enjoy. Oh?
What's this for?
What was this?
Ven is my friend, whichever way we. Oh.
Tank and DPS pairs.
Tank
Sorry,
and DPS.
Support and DPS pairs is what I meant.
Okay.
I'll be your friend then, Kroon.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
I remember seeing this day 1 when it was out and our entire raid group was hyping that we died a billion times.
Okay, so I'm with Spartan. I don't know what we're doing, but I'm with Spartan.
Okay, that's gonna be an interesting combination if you don't know what you're. Okay, no, we would have 2, so we're stacks. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Quick, give them the sacred things. Long equals front, back, lat equals sides. And our other healer goes, yeah, I went to middle school.
Bro.
And those are attack patterns, aren't they?
Okay, let's see where our pain points are.
I'm guessing we stuck on our numbers or something.
That's for one of the phases. I'll explain what's white.
So I'm number 2. Does that mean I go to B?
No, the corners are separate from the numbers.
Okay.
The numbers are the same number you stood on.
Okay.
That is for one of the phases that, like I said, I'll explain after we wipe.
So we're 2. Got it.
Yeah.
A little early. I'll fix that timing. See what he does. Size first.
Nope. Attitude.
They go front and back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I need to be closer during pull.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good practice to be in melee range anyway.
Oh, they're doing. This is not the one I was prepared to explain. Stack on 1.
Oh, hello. Hang on. What? What?
Guess we restart that.
What? Wait.
You still
Okay.
wait. We still need to do mitigate in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. So what? I throw feint on him before that?
I'll drop down passage of arms.
Yeah. So when he goes Tsunami, we're supposed to stock on 1 when he jumps away. We get the explosions on us with the donut AoE. Then we have to run behind him to not get cleaved to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Right.
Alright. Next one. With our luck, we're gonna get the opposite phase now, because there's so many. Very well.
I assume.
It is what it is. At the end of the day.
It is. It is. I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you gonna give us? Behind him? Okay, we're going the other phase then. So it's gonna be fire, so let's see, we're gonna need to. Okay. Stack on your number.
Okay. So I have a long timer. What does that mean?
I remember that wrong.
Oh. Okay.
So it's the short timer that goes out, and then the long timer goes in. That's. And then we have to do that 3 or 4 times?
To say that would have been handy information
Swap.
before I got knocked off the stage.
Support out all the way to the edge first. DPS will be stacking mid and then reverse.
So I have another long timer.
Plagued by chaotic flames will deal damage to nearby party members when the effect ends, so they want me to back this out.
I'm gonna die. Ow.
Also gonna die.
Ow.
Explosion where ink standing.
Oh, nice.
Ow.
Get on tower shoot.
And that's gonna be lines. The part that sucks about Chaos is that since it has variable paths, you can't just work on one. You keep having to work on 2 at the same time.
Well, fire seems fairly easy,
Oh, yeah.
to be honest.
Alright.
I might need you to actually like walk me through the fire one so I don't.
So I have headwind. Okay. So we get away from that.
Smash. We smash.
I want to. No. Wrong way.
Oh god.
Yeah. That's so we need to be on the other side to get knocked behind him. Just like in normal. Alrighty.
What's the bet that it's going to switch it around again?
Probably.
You probably will.
Yeah.
Quite likely. Yeah.
I say it's about a 50% chance.
There's always a 50% chance.
Okay, behind him. We're doing fire again.
Cool.
Get to your marks.
Okay, so long timer goes in.
Yep, goes in.
Okay.
And we might need to adjust the spacing on these, but we can do that if it becomes a problem.
Long timer in. Got it.
The long timer is at the entropy.
Yep. Okay, swap.
Hang on.
Uh-oh. Of course, decided to do that.
Oh. Okay.
Do I swap again?
You would have had to go in.
That would be a tank swap, but we're missing.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do that. Take it when you can.
I think he did.
Tanking.
He needs HP.
Yeah, he got HP.
Alright, now we need lines.
Clemency!
Okay, take the AoE regen too.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm gonna need to move those outwards. Stack.
Oh, he had a bit of health before he died.
Yeah, I think I got it. That phase is easy.
And then you go back to the center so that the big bangs don't hit you. Okay, so I'm gonna move those markers out a little bit. They're a little too close.
Yeah. And then lines. Okay. So he does entropy, big bang, lines.
Yep.
Okay.
And now he's gonna be doing, I want to say Earth. No, it's a tornado.
It was
a tornado.
it was-
Earth is
yeah.
the one that goes with tsunami.
Yep. It's fire and wind, water and earth.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
And you go over there, and then you go to the same side that he's on, so you get knocked behind him.
Oh, you don't go in the flipping thing. Of course you don't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That's okay.
I'm a slow learner.
That's fine.
Oh no!
Tank swap! Got a tank swap! Tank swap!
9. Clemency. 5. 1.
This is fine.
This is so chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
Fine. Wow, it's almost like it's chaos.
I'm dead. My normal life. What is happening?
Roll the credits. Oh, chaos being chaos. Roll the freaking credits.
Oh.
Damn.
Do you want to take those
That's
feathers?
for
Bruce?
you.
Or-
So,
let's wipe it and try again.
Right. Number 1, don't make the mistake of going into the whirling thing in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should know that already. No, it's bloody well not.
It is 1000% okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. We're like 80% memes here. You don't worry about
Easily,
it.
that's what I needed.
Right.
try that space. So,
You want to move one out as well, or is it just gonna sit there and be special?
no, I moved one out.
Right.
As I was about to say,
So what's the thing that gives you knockback? Stand in front of thing.
it's DPS that look away from the boss, and then support that looks at the boss. Yeah.
But you don't. The tanks take the gaze away from the. It's like, oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I get it.
So, after the knockback, the healers are both gonna get flares, as you saw. And we need them to go different directions. So, for example, if we're at C with the boss, what healer is going to the left, towards A?
Wouldn't the flares go to B and... Or wait, bosses on C, so
Then
healers
press
would be
the A
A,
and
B.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we did it last time. We went to opposite corners.
Yep.
Okay. And then the tanks would do the same, would take the tethers from those corners. Okay. Now, with our luck, we're gonna get the opposite one that we haven't just practiced.
I guess fire's easy. Let's do water again.
Let's do water again. Give me 1 second.
For real.
Water park real soon.
We need to practice water.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to do it in the other phase either way.
Not fun.
You do have to do all 4 elements. Gosh dang it. Yeah.
I messed up my playlist, so I'm just fixing it real quick. Because I don't want to accidentally hit my, what is it, my DMCA playlist, and then my stream gets muted again. There we go. Alright, I'm ready. Though I'll probably get muted for, like, the 15 minutes I listen to the Endwalker theme.
Yeah.
What do we got?
That looks like water to me.
Yep, it is water. Tsunami.
So what are we doing now? We're
Gonna
just
be stacking on
stacking
1 or 2.
Okay.
1 or 2?
On 2.
2.
Okay, I get to him and get behind him.
Oh, probably should
Okay,
Bring him
let's
back
see.
to center. I want to say it's a tank buster soon. I don't know. Could be. Could not be. Oh look.
Okay. Right. Just. If you need me to switch to tank swap, just let me know.
there's no help there.
Okay, flares out. Everyone out center. That's the way on that. That's right. I'm done.
And then tether?
Yep, tethers. Tanks take them. These.
I'm pretty sure our
I think I missed that one.
healer was Mert.
Yep.
That's why we have a red mage, right?
Well, that's why we have more than one healer, too.
All the way to the north. Now, support needs to get healed to full in order not to die. DPS, you're gonna have to eat those latitudinals in order to die, so you don't die. That makes sense. Remember X death?
Oh. That would have been nice to know beforehand.
I'm trying to explain it, but I didn't have time. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Is the way for blind prog.
Where's the other tank?
Dead.
No. I will survive.
Oh, right, 9.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Ah.
Damn it!
You're getting back up.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so am I.
Ow.
Ah!
For those stacks, it's gonna be the same
Oh.
people that you
Did
stack
you
with.
have 1 HP?
You're gonna stack with the same people you stack for fire, right there, and you get knocked back together, take the hit, not get murdered by it. You know.
Is it 4 separate stacks?
Yeah, 4 separate stacks.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Without you by my side.
And the healers and the support need. Sorry, the healers and tanks need to be fully healed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
So
how it
after the
works.
knockback and after the stack goes off, support move, but the DPS stay, so that they get hit with a bang attack and they get rid of their debuff.
Alright.
I'm guessing the attack's in front of him as well.
Oh.
It just is. Okay.
First time I've been in here in forever, man. I know nothing. I watched the guide once.
I was gonna say, first time being in here in general.
I need to make that bigger. Yeah, it's water again.
There's water too. That's the question. It's 2.
Ow.
Stack up on his tail. Dragging him back. It's gonna be a tank swap in a moment.
Tell me when.
There it is.
Yep.
Tank swapped.
Okay. I live this time. Healers out, everyone's stack in the middle. Then healers back in. Oh, people weren't stacked.
I was stacked.
It apparently was not.
Tank?
Oh wait, I went the wrong side. Oh gosh dang it.
I guess not.
Sorry, I remembered being on the other side last time. That's my bad.
It's because tank swap. Right, get out of that.
Alright, now I need to get hit by all this shit. Okay.
Heal.
You can just sit here, like, listening to our beauty.
Yup.
If you want to, you can, like, pull up my stream to watch the actual chaos.
I actually am.
HP, please. I need some HP.
Oh, put my salem down.
Okay, now get ready for the stacks along the north edge. Find your partner.
Here's my tank. Here's my tank. Tank.
Oh no.
Okay,
no.
Oh, 0.
Oh.
Did I get clipped by something?
Oh, crud!
No,
So how am I supposed to get rid of my debuff then?
You stay where the stack marker was, because there's gonna be a blast after that.
Okay.
Then what killed everybody?
The blast.
Okay.
So right, after the stacks, I'm guessing you move away from the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The support go back to the north edge. The DPS stay there, get hit by the other attack. They lose their debuff. Then we go back to the regular fight, and we dodge lasers.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes, that's my understanding. I could be wrong.
I've just watched it. I've just watched it again.
I'm probably just extra salty because I'm on melee and I'm usually a caster.
Something different, though. Okay, what you gonna give us this time, buddy? Okay, we're doing Water.
Water.
More practice.
All the practice.
And again, let me know when you want me to tank swap.
It's when you see him start to wind up for that big punch. That's the tank swap.
I know, but what's it called? Cues will help me with that.
Mm-hmm.
Verbal cues.
Okay.
Alright, taking him back to center. Tank swap in 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I didn't mean 10
3.
actual. I think I did. I don't know.
What's
Hey,
the
but
name of
I-
What's the name of the
Tank swap.
cast?
Something dispersion.
Chaotic
I think it was
dispersion.
happened.
Yeah.
You're
back up,
good
get
to
it back
do
up.
the provoke as soon as he starts the channel. Healer's out. Everyone out stack center.
Stay stacked in center afterwards.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm still got that.
Tank!
You just need to run over there and grab it.
I need to remember that one better. So,
Hashtag I'm a tank, I guess.
oh,
You didn't know that? Reaper is 100% a tank now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Reaper is supposed to be a tank, and Dark Knight is supposed to be a DPS.
Exactly. Alright. DPS, make sure you die.
Working on it.
I'm supposed to get hit with both of those, aren't I?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I was wondering what you meant by die.
Yeah, it's kind of like
You
excess, where you have to quote unquote die to get rid of the debuffs. You don't.
There's one in Hades like that too.
Alright, get your stacks. Play. There we go. Oh, Ink, no!
And I stay here. Yes. Tank does not. I do.
So it
I am
looks like...
special.
So I understand water outside of, you know, Kroon forgetting to grab the tether.
Yep.
But Earthquake is still kind of confusing me.
Okay, so what I've been doing, stop, run, God. I'm a melee, damn it. Stop running away from me.
Maybe you just need to be a caster again.
Swear to God.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna redo the groups after this wipe. Because we keep not getting those correct.
I'm gonna die. Yay.
We're all gonna die.
That's 100%. We're gonna get murked anyway.
Yep.
Water.
That was still a good LB3. My gear.
What's the what's the name of the one we switch at? Tank switch?
Chaotic dispersion.
Okay, I'm tired of this. I'm writing it down.
Like I said, it has a very specific sound effect, and he also like slowly winds up a big punch.
Like his electric thing around him, right? Around his fist.
Yeah.
After stack, that's the name of it. Right.
We need to make sure we don't get any double stacks, because that's also been killing people too.
Yeah.
See, if I can't partner with Ven, I'll partner with Kern, because then I can harass him.
Yeah, I know. Keep murdering me.
I, thankfully, am not the one doing the murdering on purpose this time.
If we get fire, I am screwed.
Why?
Imagine memorizing all
I've
of
only
this.
written down water so far.
Oh, we've done fire a few times.
True.
Yeah. So, 1 goes to A, 2 to B, 3 to C, 4 to D. Do not stack your stacks. It's not nice.
Oh.
Why?
Okay, bye.
Did they jump off?
Yep.
Yips. You want me to leave them for a bit? No kidding.
They get to
Waiting for them to
start
get
the
back out,
fight
wait.
with a debuff. Okay.
Just gather
I
around them.
mean, it's either that or we all jump off so that we can reset the fight.
I vote second.
Ah, jeez.
It's gonna take half a second to just restart the fight from there.
Yeah,
Nope.
I hate having to jump because one person jumped for no reason.
I'm standing in solidarity.
Are you?
They's doing what they did.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I go out on my own terms, and my own terms was death.
Suicide is a sin, apparently. Not that I care.
Well, no, it's different. I get to choose when I die, and I chose to die by him murdering me.
Fair enough.
I don't think that's how that works.
Whatever.
If it works, it works.
If everybody jumps off, why would I want to be a part of the fold?
Ain't no sheep hair.
The black sheep.
Ain't no sheep, only lemmings.
Water again.
I followed people!
Not fast enough.
No one doesn't remember the geometry.
I do not know geometry. Did you not know I'm dyslexic?
What does latitude and longitude have to do with geometry anyway?
Did you not have to do lots of graphs when you were doing geometry?
Geography.
I said geometry.
Geometry and geography are two different things. One's mathematics, the other's planet.
Yes. Latitude and longitude is part of the globe. It's the line on the globe.
True. Oh, this is where I get ready for chaotic dispersion.
Yes.
Oh, and now. That's mine.
And I go grab the tether so Ben stops being murdered.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm not a
There we
fucking
go.
Or
tank.
I could just pass it to Elvan here.
Oh no.
Or I could just scrape it off on ink.
No.
You
I would appreciate.
could.
I would not appreciate.
But then you would be throwing.
And we don't throw in this party. We only just chaotically die.
Bruh.
Everyone center, stay in center.
Gimme.
Happy black mage noises.
That's mine. Stay on me.
Oh my god, your health.
Yeah, you need a DC for that one. Yeah, it's gonna be up north with Earth.
Earth. You're doing Earth. Element of Earth.
Alright, DPS go die. In fact, kill yourselves.
Switch!
Oh, I went
God.
the wrong way.
I've seen you. A thing happens.
Tank swap. Swapping the tanks.
If you can get close, that'd be very appreciated.
Yay, stacks.
Stacking. Hey, okay.
I say that early
Right,
because
what
I know
again?
most of you are ranged.
God damn it!
Where are you going?
Oh no. Murder!
You wanted to stay right there with the explosion knife.
I was moving away from you so I didn't accidentally murder you.
Where the hell are you going?
I was trying to avoid everyone and be. It looked like my side had all of the had two what there already, so I'm going to the other side and there's two there, and I'm like, oh god, I have no idea who's.
My dude, just okay. Like, just know where your spot is. Go there. Everyone else adjust. Okay.
It happens over generations. Yeah.
Feel like you need some more chill.
Yep. All
Like,
the chill.
just-
All the chill.
Yep, you need some more chill. Just relax. It's fine.
I could prescribe you a literal chill pill.
I don't think you can.
No.
I could give you a sip of my flask of wonders.
The flask of wonders.
Again, you're going to have to get that somehow over to the UK.
A different name every time I refer to.
And besides, I don't actually know what you mean, so.
She has a mystery flask under her desk. Full of
I'm really not
something.
concerned about uptime.
So, listen.
What?
I will tell you what's in this flask. It is Terramana Resposado Tequila. The flask is full, and it is full of wonders.
So I was right when I said it sounded alcoholic.
Yes.
Very alcoholic.
The
I
actual
approve.
flask says, I don't get drunk, I get fabulous. Just watch.
Oh god, you don't want to see me drunk. I'm hyper as fuck.
Which is why I say we need some chill for this man.
Instead of chaos, we need serenity. So therefore, me as a black mage, I am taking a break from my chaos, and I will actually try to follow mechanics properly.
Okay.
Like I have been doing, but just a little less chaotically.
What do we got?
We're gonna get fire, watch.
Yeah, that's fire.
Ah!
You ready?
So, I get the little red debuff, I go in.
It's the long.
The long one. Yep.
Basically, we go in, out, then we stand.
So yes, DPS in. Tanks stay out. Okay. And now we switch. So support goes in. After we do
explosion first.
Yeah, we do that thing. And then DPS go out. Support.
Okay.
And now we have lines. Oh, Big
No.
Bang. Tank swap.
We have a tank swap first, and then we have stack markers.
Swapped.
Good. Good. Inferno. Oh, he's doing it again. Right. So DPS in, support out.
Count that. Swap. Oh,
Nope.
not swap.
Stack.
I'm
and
wrong.
then swap. Support in.
Now DPS in.
Lines.
Dodge lasers.
Dodge.
You can dodge a laser, you can dodge a ball.
Dodge a ball, you can dodge a laser.
This is not a very black mage friendly fight.
No.
Nothing is black mage friendly. Which is
you
why
have your
nobody
triple
plays
cast,
black
right?
mage.
You know what?
Hey.
I break stigmas.
Exactly. I'm gonna just fire from over here. It's fine. Running. Zoom, 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 zoom. And then zoom back over here.
Still
Was
fell
I
off.
not lined up properly? What
I
the
didn't
hell?
I didn't get there in time.
So if everybody's not there, people get yelly.
Yeah.
Apparently. Okay. That's weird, but fine.
So if we get water
Lot.
phase, earth is gonna follow, but if we get fire phase, wind is gonna follow. Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
When you can, you know, get up and take the last and thing. I guess I live.
I guess I'm dead again, because I didn't get any healing. That's cool, I guess.
Healers out.
Healers run.
Ink, run faster.
I used my run earlier. I couldn't. I sprinted earlier on the way there. Couldn't.
And that's what
Alright.
they feathers, but there are no tanks, so fun.
I still got to my spot. I just got there very late.
Got some really like 80s synthetic going on right now.
So I take AC, one of those.
So if we're at C, you would go to A.
Okay, so yeah.
So, yeah, AC.
Yeah. I thought you said AC.
Right, so the moment you do, he does this smash, you move to the other side.
Alright, what do we get?
Guessing fire.
Oh, we get water again.
No, water. Okay.
Hi, Lay.
What's up?
Tank thing.
You know, usual tank stuff.
2.
Move.
Tank it up. To the center.
Take it to the center, and then it's chaotic.
And then I get
Yep.
to use my ley lines.
I don't see that on the diagram. Where is it?
Right,
Tank
9.
No,
Next
this is the part of the fight where I don't really have to move, so therefore happy black mage noises.
And then should be healer flares.
Yep.
After this.
I would like heals.
Flares.
Okay, now it's tank. Now it's healer.
No.
Yeah, and now it's gonna be feathers.
In a second. We need to resolve Bang first. And now it's tethers.
Now it's tethers.
Don't get to a DCD.
Oh, yeah. No. Control pipe, control pipe!
Oh no!
Right, he's gonna do half the map.
Yep, this is Earth. Going
Right.
north. North. DPS need to die. Oh shit.
I didn't hit them fast enough. Cool.
Killed the DPS. Oh.
Damn.
My connection to server just dropped.
Well,
like, did it kick you out of the game?
Yeah, it kicked me out. It kicked me to the title screen.
yeah, you're in the text.
Not even letting me back in.
So I don't move.
You stay.
Okay.
I run.
Let's stay here.
Ben's like, I need a way to die. Give me.
We'll die together, as any married couple should.
You wouldn't let me.
I think I gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
Did I not get killed enough?
I think Final Fantasy decided that I was up far too late and should go to bed. I'm telling Final Fantasy to go screw itself.
Yeah, you guys are 6 ahead of us, right? So it's like
4:26 at the moment.
This is a heal check,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I was trying to do math because it's 10 for me, so yeah, it would be about 4 o'clock. Yes, go to bed.
I'm night shift. I work night shift, so I'm up at this point. So
I killed people because I forgot things. I'm
Can't
sorry.
even take a minute. That sucks.
Okay, non-elemental specific moves, Inferno phase, Cyclone phase, Tsunami, Earthquake. Is that Bowels of Agony?
Yeah.
That's the phase change, yeah. Into
Okay.
add phase. Where you need to kill his stupid little orb thing that he summons.
Once Bowels of
Say we
Agony
act-
finishes, it'll immediately go into Tsunami. It'll go into the...
The element we didn't get.
Yeah, and then after that, we go into Add phase.
Yep.
It says we go into Enrage phase after that.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Because it doesn't say anything about
So-
Add phase.
What do we
I
do
say
during that
I
mid
call
phase?
the orb the add phase because it's a thing that we kill that isn't the boss.
Oh, that would make sense.
yeah.
So it's a pretty straightforward fight once we have the mechanics down. It's just... Once we
Yeah.
get the mechanics down, it's big deeps.
Yeah. It's get the mechanics down and then clean up the deeps. Then we worry about uptime.
Yes.
Like, I'm
We
just trying to
were
remember my
after
rotation
we
while
got-
moving, so I know that I'm losing my fire and ice phase a lot, but I really need to understand these movements.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing meme damage on Reaper.
Alright, doing fire.
Fire! Partner stack. DPS in, supports out.
Swap.
Latitude and longitude.
We do latitude and longitude first, then. I'm sorry.
DPS out, supports in.
At least I did it correctly. That's the important part.
And then he'll do it again. After a tank swap.
Oh, tank swap.
Getting it.
Inferno.
Right. Gonna do partners again.
APSN.
DPSN.
Stack. And then support in.
Now DBSN.
Everybody stack. Woohoo! Lasers!
Dodgeball.
We love a good laser phase.
Nope. And mouth. That almost went bad.
That's not good.
Then it was... Okay.
Now it's gonna be wind? Yeah, wind.
Wind. I'm gonna bring him over to you.
He's gonna jump anyway. Run, run,
Okay.
run, 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 run,
DPS
run,
look in,
run.
support look out.
Okay.
Oh wait, what the? Oh.
So DPS need to look at the cyclone?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to be at the same spot for the knockback.
Right.
DPS look at the cyclone. The support look away from the cyclone.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
I'm
that
gonna
point.
die because I didn't get any HP. Healers hate me today.
I'm trying to keep others
Fuck.
alive.
They're trying to keep me alive at the moment. It's not your fault. Damn it. Like that.
I'm dead. I was on the wrong side.
Okay. Quickly then it's like that, and then.
Oh, I don't have MP. Damn it.
Out of MP.
Yeah, my lucid dream is on cooldown.
Tremble before the might of a god. Ah! Ha 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 ha!
Lucid dreaming though. Oh, goodbye.
Alston with their 1 HP.
So, it is literally go one at one side, then to the other, then behind him and look in and out.
Yep. Supports look in DPS. Or
Yeah,
supports
so look
look at
out.
him. DPS look away from him.
Okay.
For some reason. Whatever. Reasons.
Or differently attuned to the wind. Or something.
Reasons.
Most certainly not.
Anyway. Let's see
This
if we can
isn't-
actually get... This isn't what?
I said this isn't bad prog for day 1.
Yeah, it's not. This doesn't seem like a hard fight. It's just
Not a-
getting the dance, learning the dance. Yeah.
Longitude. Guess we're doing water again. You're getting really good at water.
Yay, water.
Or why?
Well, look, he's switching it up on us.
One. Stack on one. Stack on one. I hate this phase as Reaper.
Like I wanted to stand still.
Well, alright then. Fuck me.
Tank swap.
Tank swap. Tank swapped.
Stack center. I know that's not. I'm getting things. I'm sorry. Running, run. Now we stack center.
Fiendish orbs.
Don't you die on me.
Right. Okay, that last bit. That was my fault.
That would probably be a good spot for like Centennial or something.
Sentinel, yeah. Because he doesn't really do much after that.
Alright. I need my tank. Where is my tank?
Latitude and latitude, that's behind him. Oh, I did it backwards.
I didn't. I'm gonna die again. Awesome. Cool.
Incoming tank swap.
I'm actually directionally challenged.
Okay, get ready for your stacks.
Then get away from me. Go, go, go.
Don't know why I died.
Did you take both hits?
No, Kroon was standing on me for the first one.
Did you get my second orb too?
I don't know. I might go back and rewatch the VOD tomorrow and figure that part out.
Should I LB the orb?
Yeah.
Since I am the only melee. I am the lone melee. I have LB privileges.
The DPS don't get healing during this one.
Sad.
Whoa.
I'm dead.
That goes up super fast.
Yeah. Because we're not killing it.
I'm pretty sure the Omega did not have this in mind when we started fighting this dude.
Oh, it absolutely did. It's trying to kill us.
It has it in regular, but it's such a joke in regular you kind of forget about it. Okay, so apparently the support needs to stand behind their DPS on their directionals for that part.
Right.
Is that another, like, we stand with our partner thing?
Yep.
So what is this for?
Do we follow
Separate?
fire phase during that portion because we have to stand with our partners?
Yeah, it's like fire phase where you stand on the thing, but you stand behind your support. Because you're going to have different winds, if you will. The support's going to be pushing back, DPS is going to be pushing forward. It's going to nullify each other, no one moves.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend that made sense.
So I'm guessing we stack on the numbers for orb, or
At that point, just maybe.
Because DPS doesn't get healing again until the orb dies, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's going to be a thing right after the little knockback thing we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Where the support have to hit only their DPS with one of those wave donuts. And then they can get healed.
Give me one moment.
so we just stack on our numbers and do that thing, right?
That's not what I said at all.
Affected with headwinds and dynamic fluid, whereas DPS are hit with entropy and primordial crust. Once debuffs have been applied, an orb of chaos will spawn in the center of the arena, starting a DPS check. During the debuff overlap, all damage dealers will need to receive fatal damage due to their primordial crust debuff. To achieve this, they must intentionally be cleaved by dynamic fluid debuff. Meanwhile, tanks and healers need to cleanse their headwind debuffs by suffering knockback from entropy.
So yeah, we just stack together, because entropy is going to knock back whoever stacks with me, and the dynamic fluid's going to kill me.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. This is just like the fucking Hades mechanic, where we have to do the Rosette of Doom.
Where we have to swap between.
Go into the purple stuff.
Oh.
And get knocked back. Wait, so the ports go behind DPS, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then after that, they position so that they hit only their DPS with their circle. Alright, we're doing fire.
Partner stacks.
Disco Inferno.
Apparently we're 3 now, that's cool. DPS in, supports out.
Swap.
Latitude.
Why do I keep forgetting what the latitude is?
DPS out, support in.
100% directionally challenged.
Tank swap in a minute. Right there.
Now.
And then he's gonna do entropy again. DPS in, support out. Partner stack. Support in. Everyone in.
Lasers.
And then we play Dance Dance Resolution.
Resolution, yes.
Damn. Hi, Austin. Tiny square. We were just sharing.
Okay. So tailwind. Like chaotic winds that deal damage and the effect ends. The effect dissipates on exposure to directional winds. Oh, I see. I get it.
We look at the whirlwind.
Yes.
Okay, and then
I see.
Oh.
That makes sense now.
Wait, how do we stand over there?
Because I'm looking the wrong way.
Tank swap.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. I didn't got it written down. It's so much of a problem. I still managed to mess it up.
You're okay. This is Prague. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm dead.
normally the first couple pulls is us memeing anyway until we understand the mechanics.
Okay,
Hell yeah. DPS look at the thing.
I should have hit my short cast.
Big bang stack.
They've got no brains, no brains, no brains.
Oh, fancy meeting you here on the floor.
It's a pleasure seeing you again. It's been a while.
Quite a while. Although I don't know how I feel about, like, laying so close to you. Debauchery, you know?
Right, if I could move a little across to the... I think it's the right, I would, but I've currently got no health. Can't do anything about it though. Sorry.
If you don't need health, you just do your thing.
Trying to do my thing.
Lay. Where's Lay?
I'm taking a nap.
Oh no.
See, watch.
I didn't get any. I didn't die. You lied to me.
There's no one here anymore. Do I just die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wait for the big giant ball of death.
You're gonna die either way, so.
Either way, there will be death.
Yeah.
There's the death.
We failed the phase, so. There will be death.
But here's the thing, we progged like 90% of the wind phase, so...
Before we go on Omnicrafter, I need my gear fixed.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably need mine fixed as well. Again.
I am Omnicrafter.
Ladies first, Ink.
Damn.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I think I'm down to what, 20%?
Well, apparently, like, 3 of my things broke during that fight.
Okay. 69 killed.
I don't know if this is enough.
Jesus, my dude.
How much did they tip you? Did they out tip me?
That was not what I was like balking at.
Right, I'm gonna try for that number.
Did you out tip me?
How much did you tip?
I have a solid rate. I give all my money to my husband.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't do that.
I do 5,000 each time.
I gave 6,000.
No.
I kind of need armor help here.
Okay, come here.
Go to
I can
Veneric.
do it.
They are Omnicrafter. This person right here. There you go.
The one with the scythe.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one with the scythe. Right.
Yes, your partner for stacking.
Aha.
Your partner for... Wait, you're the one that keeps murdering my husband? Listen here.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
Alright, so you bring up the menu on me and request repair.
Ah. Like Oh. Do 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 do. Okay, nope. It was 9.
Are you actually?
He's calculating.
God damn it.
That was the number set, right?
Listen, did somebody... How much did you do now?
69420.
It was the number set, and there's meme potential.
Oh my god.
I think I've upset someone. They're a bit small, but I think I upset someone.
Only because you tip more than she does.
I'm gonna have to start earning more money now.
That was all I had left.
You're fine.
All the my savings.
Half, but...
Okay.
I know what I'm doing when I get back home.
Remember, after
later.
the instance, you should lock your doors.
Oh! Yeah, still got hit by that.
I got hit by it, but it's fine.
It's okay, you can survive getting hit by one. It's getting hit by both of them that's deadly.
You got tank privilege, guys.
Yeah, tank privilege too.
True.
You're fine. Alright,
Number
we're
one.
going on one. Ow.
Schnell! Lost.
Slosh.
And then I get to go to the middle and use ley lines.
Yay.
Happy black mage noises.
Hey, where's my kick?
Tank swap.
Tank swap.
Tank swap.
Tank swap.
The swappiest
Yay.
of tanks.
Oh.
Alright, healer orbs. I think.
Hey.
Maybe. Nope, we got fluid first. Never mind. Oh, yeah, orbs.
Get out of here.
Orbs and fluid. Oh my god, mechanics. Jeez.
Everyone in.
Alright, and then tethers.
And I want to mitigate this, don't I?
Yes.
Yep. Throw up one of your...
You don't want to say that much damage.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
the
Look
dislocation.
at that. Barely
that, though.
anything. Dang.
To be fair, I saved up all the mitigation I had.
Earthquake. We're going.
House. I am showing off, yes. I'm not sorry.
Oh, man. Alright. Latitude, longitude. Yeah.
You and
I got both of them this time.
But
Oh.
yeah,
God.
so did I.
And then I still died.
Oh, did you just walk off?
I did, because I didn't die.
Wait, did someone heal the DPS there or something? Take him.
It's too ingrained in me to dodge things. Just purposely dying to mechanics nonsense.
I'm going to my tank person.
Where is my tank? There's my tank. Hello.
Zero, get behind me!
Okay. Go. Leave.
Hey, look, we died.
Yay! Task failed successfully.
Yeah, you can read that.
And then I'm stacking on my number.
Oh, wrong.
I think it's giant, right? Okay. You shoot for a little bit.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Where's my tank? Wait a minute.
Over on
There
number
it
4.
is. Okay.
And then I stay here, or do I go behind you?
Forward. Shoot forward. Big 2 inches.
So I knock you back.
I need to be further
Oh,
forward.
no, oh, no. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I took damage anyway, it's fine.
Is it the other way around? Am I supposed to stand behind you?
No, DPS stand in front.
Yeah.
So I would stand like right here.
Kill the thing, kill the thing, kill the thing. We're not gonna make it. Thing.
It's one hell of a DPS check.
It is.
I'm wondering if we're supposed to be knocked diagonal for that one.
Let me double check real quick.
I think you are, because it seems too short to be knocked, like, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
The desired result can be
Yeah.
achieved by having each tank and healer parallel with the thing in intercardinal positions.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, rotate basically halfway clockwise then.
So
We
right
just gotta
here,
line up.
basically.
So
I try to line up
clockwise.
on the corners, didn't I?
So I guess I want... If I was...
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
be on them.
You would be between 4 and 1
Okay, I guess we're pulling, yeah.
if we're on 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
if we
Oh, look at fire.
Hey,
Fire.
fire!
we needed more
fire.
practice with wind phase anyway.
Yeah.
I've almost got that
Okay.
down.
Well, this is a good spot for ley lines.
No, it's not.
It most definitely is.
Best spot. What do you mean?
Ooh.
Alright, partners. DPS in.
Because I can do
Support
this.
out.
Switch.
Latitude.
Oh.
DPS out. Support in. Tank
That's
swap.
everyone in.
Tank swap.
Oh, right. Take swap.
Swap.
Tank swap.
You said everybody in?
No, he's gonna do agony again.
Okay.
DPS in, support out. Switch. After partners. Support in. Everyone in. Alright. Lasers. You've heard of laser tag? This is laser dodge.
Don't let it tag you.
Exactly. This is anti-laser tag. Cyclone! Where I get to be arranged for a minute. Because I'm not allowed to be clear next to him. Alright. Go, 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 go.
Oh, I thought I landed.
No. This is about to suck, isn't it?
Probably.
Have
Thanks,
at
what?
it. Take him.
Tank.
Get
No. I say thank you very much.
Uh-oh.
Get up.
And then we need the healers about to be sent out.
Healer orbs.
Now.
How's that fair? I didn't have a debuff. Yeah.
Tank tethers.
Dip, 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 dip. Nah.
You were worrying
five
over
didn't
that.
work.
Let's go, but we did it.
Okay, enter Cardinals.
I'm on 3. Right.
No, you're not.
Right here, Lay.
Into Cardinal.
Yep.
Right here.
Rotate
4
one.
and 4 and 1. 4 and 1.
Oh, I want to be behind you. Yep, yep.
It's not enough.
Not enough. Just on the edge. Just on the...
Problem? Big problem?
So I was gonna stand on the absolute, like, caddy corner there, Kroon, for you to get knocked diagonal.
And it is that absolute corner that you want to be on. Because otherwise it is barely...
Like, in between, like, the orb and the thing is where I was standing.
Well, I get you say that, Austin, but every single time we've done spots, I get knocked back too far and I fall off.
You have to sure cast arm pulling thing? I don't know. Is it I'm not entirely sure.
I'm guessing, like, do we have to stand right on that inner square for there to be enough room?
I think you might do. Although I'm not sure if you'll take more damage doing that though.
Yeah, like right up on the square.
Middle of the way mark.
Then you go where you go, I'll follow when it comes to that.
Okay. I feel like we could still knock into the corners for safety, but...
I was thinking more corners for safety, and then what is it? Basically, yeah, use the corners, but be slightly closer to the center for the corners as well.
Right.
So, are we doing cardinals or intercardinals?
Intercardinals, just for safety.
Fire.
Damn you, Dick.
Fire.
Get a bit more practice with that. That's good.
I was gonna say, at least we're, like, familiar with both of them.
Yeah.
All
Or at
right.
least getting there.
Inferno. DPS in, support out.
Play.
Sorry.
Longitude. Support in, DPS out.
And 9.
Tank swap.
Tank swapped.
He ignored my blackest night.
Actually, I'm probably still gonna want to see on the side. Sorry guys, I'm swapping there a bit.
Inferno.
Be dancing around.
You're okay. DPS in, support out.
Moving out.
Partner stack.
Get behind me.
Support in.
Right.
Everyone in.
And lasers.
Laser dodge. Laser dodge. See? Fire's easy.
Wind still confuses the ever-living hell out of me.
Yeah, kind of. Just because it has that weird, like, facing mechanic.
Yeah. Right.
Alright.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Go, 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 go. Support face, DPS look away.
I thought it was close enough.
Incoming tank buster.
Tank swap.
The support look in.
It's just not
back.
So.
I want that. Minus 3, 5, and I didn't get all of them off, but I got enough.
Okay. Balls of Agony.
Right.
4 and 1. Come here.
Enter Cardinal, Salvan. So rotate clockwise. Half.
Oh.
No!
That's not it either?
Guess I'm dead.
I'm gonna have to review that mechanic, because...
That's so confusing. What are you doing?
What the?
Yeah, that's time.
Is that?
Yep.
We're
Is that not
consistently
Splinter?
making it there, though, so proc.
Is that not? That's center. That is definitely center. May I go have a look at the edge, or will I aggro him? This way, towards B, D, rather.
You wouldn't aggro, because it's further.
Towards, yeah, as long as you don't go further forward than 4, you shouldn't aggro in.
But a little more than 3 probably. One aggro.
I'm just trying to... It just feels odd that I'm lining up on that line and getting pushed off.
I wonder...
We might be doing something wrong.
We're most likely doing something wrong.
Because... Let's see. So 2 DPS gets Entropy, 2 DPS get Primordial Crust, then 2 supports get Headwind, 2 supports gets Dynamic Fluid. I don't think it's the same every time. Because it only just says simultaneously.
Yeah, the DPS get Entropy and Primordial Crust, and the support get Fluid and whatever the fuck the other one is.
Okay.
We do have, for Paladins, it's arm's length.
I think
it's the...
you have to get knocked back to resolve one of your mechanics.
That is correct.
So, for that phase, I think you need to look at your debuff to see which of the knockback you have and be facing or turned away from accordingly.
So, Crystal. Need to check facing during knock back. Okay.
Alright. I guess that's break until next week.
Yeah, it was a good prog for a start.
That was good prog for this being our first time in there. We went from blind to, yeah, okay, we got this. A few minor hiccups.
Then ended at, what do you mean this isn't working?
I mean, we kind of had the same issue with Virus. We would get to Virus and it was like, wait, why isn't this working?
I feel like this is a perfectly acceptable place to get stuck for our first night progging this.
Which means next week we would probably clear. If we can get that mechanic understood.
Yeah.
I will continue watching the guide. I will post if I figure it out. I'll post it on.
We have a raid jargon channel.
Yeah.
A
So
raid
go to
jargon.
Raid jargon. There should be a thread for Omega in there.
Ah, okay. Hang on, a specific thread for?
It's called raid jargon.
Yeah.
Just look for Omega.
Yeah.
Or you can post it in the Omega thread itself as well if you want to.
Right, so it might be that next week I will be having to head off actually right now, because I said this week I'm on night shift. I got a new job, so I might have a new job next week. So
congrats, though.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
But-
yeah, good.
But it'll mean I'll be on. I'll need to get to work for 6 o'clock.
What's 6
Yeah,
o'clock
that's
UK time?
6
Yeah,
o'clock
6 o'clock
UK,
his
UK time, and considering right now it's 5:10, so.
So that's midnight my time, 1
Yeah.
o'clock your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. But otherwise, I'm down.
Sounds good. But
We
yeah,
started-
IDWP on Omega. There we go.
I was gonna say, we usually break about now anyway, so that should work.
Also, I just want to say, from what the video says that I saw, you face away from your partner. Tank healers face away from partner to be knocked away by entropy in a controlled manner.
Right.
So, there you go. We were doing it wrong.
Yeah, we had to be looking away from our partner the entire time.
Listen, we have brain cells.
Nonetheless, this is
we
no.
have brain cells, otherwise we wouldn't be knowing to look this up. Or rather,
Hold
one
on.
person here has brain
You let me
cells.
finish. We have
Sure,
brain
they're like
cells.
me.
However, we kind of share most of them.
We have them, we don't necessarily
Use them.
all the time.
Nonetheless,
Hey, man, I
this
was
is
sending
no
mine
malice
on
at all, just so you know. Just, you are awesome. I love you. Get out of my party.
Hang on, did I just get... Okay, that's fair, that's fair.
Those of you who didn't know, I
Apparently-
handed Leia the lead and left.
Sorry, I
Apparently
was writing things down and like, hang on, if I've been kicked from the party and someone said something nasty to me.
No, I'm not. This was absolute no malice. We're doing a dungeon, and
Yeah.
I had a tank already in place.
No, I was taking the piss a bit, sorry.
No, you're fine. Are you in the link show?
I think
what?
so. I saw a
There you are.
notification of him joining shenanigans, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, you're wearing your dancer glam? I know how to...
Yeah.
Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
Talk
good night.
later.
Before I start the dungeon, I am gonna go to the bathroom and end my stream, but I will be right back.
Swear, every time I wear
And
this
with
coat.
that, I fall into the middle of my house. Ha! Ha ha! I love breaking the game.
Yay!
Right. I'm gonna head off, get some sleep.
Alright.
Have a good night. Have a nice rest.
Thank you very much. I will see you again some point.
Alright.
Probably. Next one's Sunday, right? Panada.
Yeah,
And the
Panda is on Sunday.
Although we're not doing Fluctuate Weeks, I believe, right? Because
Oh, we're not doing Panda this week?
Are we? Because
Are we?
or are we gonna fill for tank?
I thought so. I mean, Spartan is a tank, so...
Yeah, I'm tank main. It's why I was having problems on Monday, was it?
Coils?
Coils. we ended up doing the fairy, and I had a massive problem because when I first came in, you didn't need the tank, and when I should have swapped a tank the moment that you needed one.
Oops.
It's fine.
That's all good.
I'm a DPS main. They usually force me to be healers, though.
I have been DPS, but now I am healer.
I can do. Apparently, by the looks of it, I can do tank and healing. That's about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alrighty, this is where I'm gonna end my stream for the day, or night, or whatever day of the day it is. If you've enjoyed that content, please hit that follow button. If you feel too rich to support my noodle addiction and my stream on the side, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for all the follows and the wonderful lurkers today. I love your beautiful faces. Possibly, I haven't decided yet, will be live tomorrow night with either Final Fantasy shenanigans or variety stream shenanigans. Anyway, I love your beautiful faces. Get some motherfucking sleep, drink some motherfucking water, and I shall see you in the next stream. Good night.